Hi guys, Debbie Dubois here. Welcome to my channel, True Sacred Union, and this is my Twin Flame series. So if you haven't seen the introductory video, you probably want to catch that. Otherwise, these videos are all, mix and match, whatever you feel resonates with you. Today, what I want to talk about a little bit is the twin flame mirror. Okay, that's like attracts like. What we find a lot of times with the catalytic heart awakening, twin flames, however your experience is that we find that there's a little bit of confusion sometimes about what the twin flame mirror is. Because the dynamic of a twin flame or a catalytic heart awakening is like vibration attracts like, where we're used to being in a connection where opposites attract and we're codependent and one person does this and the other person does this. What happens typically in a catalytic heart awakening is you meet someone of a like vibration. So when you meet someone of a like vibration, a lot of things can happen. Number one, you're going to have this reaction like, oh my God, this is amazing. I've met this person that's so much like me. Or you're going to meet someone and go, holy crap, I just met this person and there's something about them I don't like. All right. But no matter what it is, if it's a catalytic heart awakening, that person is a like vibration to you. So what's the twin flame mirror? Does this mean you're like this person, or does it mean you're completely not like this person and this person is mirroring what you don't like about yourself? How does all this work? So I'm going to see if I can make this as clear as possible. All right. Twin flame connection is like energy. So they vibrate at the same kind of resonance. And typically you have very similar likes. You have very similar personality styles, or you're drawn together like magnets because you have something really much in common. And you find yourself saying, yes, I feel like that. Yes, I feel like that too. So you're a lot like this person vibrationally. But what happens is in this catalytic heart awakening, the triggers that start happening is you're going to start uncovering things that you don't like about yourself, or that things that you don't like about the other person. You're just going to start feeling these things of like, oh, I don't like this, or I like this, or it's going to hit some deep spots. All right. So this is kind of confusing to explain. So I'm going to give it a really good go. All right. So you get triggered by something that happens in your connection. I'm going to give a good example. Narcissism. This is a great example because there's a lot of that narcissism and empath kind of connections going on here. It seems like, right? It seems like these are opposites that are being drawn together. This one is a narcissist. This one isn't. This one is the empath, okay? But there's a like vibration because the two people are a lot alike. All right, they're a lot alike vibrationally, and they're drawn together by that. Now, one person is awakening to narcissism, and they say, narcissism, that person's narcissistic. Now, the twin flame mirror, does that mean that you're narcissistic because you see narcissism in this person? No, it does not, okay? It doesn't even mean that that person is narcissistic. Okay, what it means is that you're working on narcissism. You're working on it from whatever aspect you're meant to work on it. So the twin flame mirror is literally, this person is showing a mirror to you to say, hey, you've got a sensitive spot here. And they will act as if they are that shadow figure. So you'll go, oh, wow, narcissism. Now, it wakes up narcissism in you. It wakes up the whole topic of narcissism. So you'll look at this person and you'll be like, okay, so this is what narcissist looks like. And then you're going to evaluate it. Well, if I'm seeing narcissism in this person, does that make me a narcissist? Twin flames are supposed to be alike. Am I a narcissist? And then you'll start going into all of your places. Am I a narcissist? And then you'll uncover all of the things that have to do with that. No, I'm not that. I'm not this. Well, maybe here, maybe there. You'll start identifying some of those characteristics. Yes, I am those things in these little ways. Or you'll be like, I'm not at all. I'm not that. I'm not what that person is. Okay. But what's interesting is what we start to learn is what we're judging on as well. So what you might start to uncover is, hey, I judge against narcissism. I think narcissism is wrong. Once you judge something, you've kind of condemned yourself to be trapped in the energy of it. In other words, the healing comes within. Where is this healing me? This whole topic, this person holds a mirror up in front of me. That is what the twin flame mirror is. So this person holds a mirror up in front of you, and it makes you take a look at a deeper subject. What's very interesting is that the other person is literally a projection of something inside of you. Now, whether you hold narcissistic tendencies and that's what you're projecting out into the world because you don't want to admit the narcissistic pieces of yourself. So you see narcissism in the other person. Or you start projecting your judgment of narcissism. Let's say you don't carry any narcissism and you're a giver and you're always giving and you're always the empath. You're always, taking over and taking on things. Then what you're going to do is you're literally going to judge against that narcissism. So in this particular case, you're projecting your judgment of narcissism and it's showing up. So the twin flame mirror, or this mirror that we talk about, is not really about the like energy. It's more about showing you things about yourself. Now, what's even more interesting is that once you dive into whatever this trigger is, whatever's really bothering you about this other person, when they fall out of that, oh my God, they're a god on a pedestal, and you start seeing things, I don't really like that, or I don't like the way that makes me feel, blah, 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 because it's going to happen. It's asking you to go inside to yourself and uncover these things that you need to work on. So it's not about the other person. It is always about you. But what is really rewarding is that the more you start working on that stuff, the less you project it outward. The less you project it outward on that person who is your catalytic heart awakening catalyst, okay? So you stop seeing those things in that person, and guess what? That translates to all your relationships. So once you clear your judgment of narcissism and narcissists and you come to terms with where you're at, guess what happens? You don't draw that energy into your life anymore. So if you're not drawing that energy into your life anymore, or you're learning how to stand in your power in the situations where you do draw that energy into your life, what have you done? You've created your reality into something you prefer. And that is where I'm going to leave that, because that is exactly what, it's a perfect example, one example of what this connection does for you that will help you create the reality you prefer. And that is what this path is about. Ascension is about you being able to create the reality you prefer because you get out of your own way. So I'm just going to leave it right there. And that was under 10 minutes, and I'm so excited. Now listen, if you like this video, I'm going to say this every video, please give it a like. Share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and be part of my True Sacred Union family. I've got all kinds of content that will be helpful to you. My website, all that information is below. And if you really, really like this, please press that notification bell so that you get my stuff down your feed as soon as it becomes available. Okay? Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Until the next video, namaste.